Hey guys, it's Jay. Welcome back to the channel. So guys, we got our first look at the new Trap Jaw from Masters of the Universe Revelations earlier this week from Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store. I really want to take a deep dive and have a quick look at some of the things which I noticed about this particular character. One of them which is kind of freaking me out a little bit, but I thought we'd take a look at it together. But if you guys could do me a huge favor, and if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post up to 2 episodes every week, and I hope you guys will enjoy. And don't forget to hit that bell notification, so you'll always know when new episodes are posted. Well guys, without further ado, let's have a look at Trap Jaw. Alright guys, I'm super excited about these new photos, but let's take a little quick detour and head back to PowerCon 2021, where they first unveiled the original sculpt for this particular Trap Jaw. So over at news.toy.com, they actually did cover this entire booth over at PowerCon for Mattel's super exclusive reveal at PowerCon. And here we can see the next releases that was proposed for 2022. And honestly, I was super excited when I saw all these figures. But the one we really want to concentrate on today, of course, is Trap Jaw. Now, if we take a closer look at this Trap Jaw here, you gotta remember that this was a very, very early prototype. It's all, you know, brand new paint. Everything looks amazing. It looks really, really great. But if we zoom in closer, we can see that Trap Jaw's got that signature look that he had in the Revolutions cartoon, where he was decked out in this, you know, cult-like idea for Motherboard. We can even see just how fresh the paint is. You can see little flecks actually coming off. This is a very, very, very early prototype, and it's actually pretty interesting to see all these little details. We also see his face. Now, this is the important thing that I want to discuss a little further on. It really does harken to the character designs. He definitely had a specific look in Master Universe Revelations. As a matter of fact, if we navigate over to Powerhouse Animation on Twitter, yeah, we can see that they were throwing up a whole bunch of different character designs for different figures, and I was going through all these this afternoon to see if we could somehow maybe catch a glimpse of what Trap Jaw's original character design looked like, and I was in luck. We actually did find this particular photo, and there he is. So this is the way Trap Jaw looks when he first appears when they're attacking Castle Grayskull. And we can see here, the toy's looking exactly the way that they designed them for the Masters of the Universe Revelations. I'm super excited about this. One thing about Trap Jaw's face is very, very unique. Obviously, Trap Jaw himself, if we just grab him here, we can see Trap Jaw's original look was very, very unique as well. He always had that signature, you know, red dome helmet, and it was attached, his mandible was pretty much completely dislodged, actually gone for that matter, and all we can see is his bright green skin and, you know, the black orifice, which of course is whatever's left in his mouth. Very, very interesting character. Love the way he first came out back in 1982. Now for 2020, he's got this brand new design. He looks even scarier and more menacing in Master Universe Revelations. So, what does the toy finally look like? We got a glimpse of it at PowerCon, as we can see here. Now, for the first time, we actually get to see a lot of these actual photos from Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. Let's have a quick look at some of these photos, guys. Oh, there it is. Entertainment Earth already has the solicitation photo up, and we can see the full packaging on the front of the case. We can't actually see the sides. They did not include those. So let's have a let's zoom in on here and see what we've got. So right off the bat, we can see that Trap Jaw comes with a host of accessories, as we mentioned before. These are the final paints compared to the prototype that we saw here. We can see that his claw attachment actually now has silver highlights, and the base of the claw is actually more gunmetal gray, similar to his arm. We see that his hook also has that wonderful silver-like detail with the gunmetal gray, and right where the hook starts to curve, we can actually see this wonderful little detail of an additional piece, perhaps even, you know, a repair job that he's done by himself after having so many battles with this particular hook. He also comes with his under tunic, which is soft goods. PowerCon, there you can actually see it on the figure itself. Wonderful details here. And if we scroll over to the other side, we do see that he comes with one extra hand, his priest's overcloak, which goes over his tunic. So this is his priest belt that goes over soft goods as well as the priest robe, and that holds everything together. If we scroll over a little bit, we actually do see he comes with his signature green belt, which, if we look back here, very signature to the character. Now, here's the thing. When I was a kid, I lost this all the time, so my original Trap Jaw doesn't actually have that. Great to see that they're keeping that, you know, intact for the character. We're going to talk about the elephant in the room now, guys. This is kind of crazy, and I think a lot of people have been mentioning this on social media. I do have to say, and you know, if you look at the thumbnail itself, I think you guys are going to realize exactly what I'm talking about. But now we're going to talk about Trap Jaw's face. I don't think there's any other way to put it, but we have to talk about Trap Jaw's face. So yeah, guys, brace yourselves. Here we go. This is what Trap Jaw looks like today. What the heck? Oh my gosh, what the heck happened? All right, this is interesting. Now, I do have to say, I'm not sure exactly what happened here. I think the mandible, whoever packaged this this particular sample, they pulled the mandible all the way down past his jawline. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I don't actually think this was intentional. I don't think you're supposed to pull the mandible down past his jaw, or at least the jaw that's that they sculpted for the character. I actually don't think that Trap Jaw actually has a mandible anymore as a character in the show. He's not actually supposed to have a mandible. If we look at the character design itself from Powerhouse Entertainment, if we scroll over to the other side, we can see that this is obviously what Trap Jaw is supposed to look like. But when you scroll down, you'll see here that his entire mandible on his face is missing. You can actually see chunky, pieces of flesh underneath where his big, huge trap jaw actually covers. And what ends up happening is the tongue was just literally wagging there. I don't even know how he speaks, this guy. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's crazy to think about how that happens. But when it comes to toy form, something has to be there. So what I think happened in this instance is that they actually went ahead and sculpted, what a lot of people are calling Kermit the Frog's face. This is hilarious because obviously, I'm not sure if they were supposed to put some additional, flesh tone paint on the lower mandible here, where it should have been. But as we can see here, they just decided to leave it. So now, if you pull the whole Trap Jaw down below his, I guess what you can call a chin, the only thing you see is this tiny little, no chin. You see nothing there. He ends up looking like very reptilian in nature, which is not the original concept for the character. He's not supposed to be some sort of snake man. He literally is just he's Kronos. Kronos is who Trap Jaw turned into, so this is definitely not Kronos. But I find it hilarious. I do find it very, very interesting to see this. And it's unfortunate, it really is, that this is the only solicitation photo that we have so far, being given out to retailers like, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. But it really is actually quite fascinating to see this, in the solicitation photos, and it's actually caused a huge number of, different reactions from the Master Universe community. A lot of people are taking it in stride. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's kind of cool," and if you actually, a lot of people are comparing it to the character design, saying, yeah, you know what? It's actually, that's exactly the way it is in the character design. It's like technically not. He's actually supposed to have no mandible, but I guess a lot of people are just trying to look at the glass half full, if you will, because honestly, this is just more humorous than it is anything else. Other than that, I do have to say that as a fully realized character, if we go back to the PowerCon concept, maquette that they actually created for the show. Honestly, a lot of the character did come around and get fully realized. I mean, if we look at his legs, we look at his torso, we look at his arms, his head, most of it came out pretty much exactly the way it is here in the final sample. But I think it should be noted that in final production there were certain details that got lost. Like for instance, if we scroll down to his legs, we can see here on the legs here for Trap Jaw, it seems like the knee pads were supposed to be much larger. We can see that here they had to actually make them a little bit more closer to the knees and a little bit smaller. We can also see that there's a little bit lost detail on the feet themselves, at least on this particular photo. I think when we start getting them in hand, we'll definitely be able to see a little bit more detail and really we'll get to see exactly what we're going to be getting with this version of Trap Jaw. I do love the fact that he still has those bright neon green upper thigh pads, just like he did in the original character. That's so wonderful that they actually carried that over. And we can even see some blue skin picking out from the back of his legs, which is kind of neat too. Oh no, actually, you know what? It is in the original character. So yeah, wonderful that they were able to keep all those wonderful details with this realized rendition of Trap Jaw. Guys, this is absolutely amazing. I do want to thank Toy News International. They're the ones who actually has a few more close-up photos, which I was able to find and take a look at. Guys, if you haven't checked out Toy News International, please do. They're a great resource for toy news all across the year. Also, don't forget to check out news.toy.com. Of course, they're also another one of the great sites to actually have toy news on a regular basis. Guys, please check out both those sites. Tell them that Jay sent you. Yeah, I'm super excited about this. As we can see here from Toy News International, they do have slightly fuzzier pictures of the packaging design. They released this very, very early on. I think it was like a month or two ago. So, you know, they had the scoop on this. And we can see here that Trap Jaw is completely clothed as he was in the PowerCon example. We can also see here that all of his accessories are here, including his claw arm, his hook arm, and of course his blaster arm, and the signature green belt, which can be removed and replaced with the priest's belt as well to complete that look, as exactly the way he looked in the Masters of the Universe Revelations. Guys, this is super exciting, and what's even more exciting, guys, is if we go back to Entertainment Earth and take a look at the release date of this figure. Guys, it says here that this figure is due out in January of 2022, so we can hopefully, cross our fingers, expect this particular version of Trap Jaw any day now. So I'm hoping to, at $35.99, which of course is the deluxe price for this deluxe figure, that we will very, 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 very soon see this coming to our homes in 2022. So guys, I am absolutely stoked about this version of Trap Jaw. Now, I'm going to put it to you guys. Are you super excited the way I am about getting this guy into our hands this early, possibly in the next couple of weeks? Have you guys already pre-ordered your version of Trap Jaw from the Masters of the Universe Revelations? Or has this new set of pictures kind of turned you off from this version of Trap Jaw? Are you completely dejected by the fact that he looks like Kermit the Frog underneath that helmet? Or are you guys totally taking this into stride, and are you absolutely stoked to be able to see what Trap Jaw looks like underneath, and just how well he came out realized for the Masters of the Universe Masterverse figures? Guys, please leave those comments in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please do leave me a like. It really does help me out. If you have any comments, suggestions on anime, cartoons, toys, collectibles, or anything else you'd like me to review, please leave that in the comment section below, and consider subscribing, as it helps YouTube to realize I'm doing a great job and you guys enjoy my work. Well, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. We have the power, everybody. We have the power. Geek proud.